Look at this. I am going to do what I can do, and I'm going to trust God to do what I cannot do. Do what I can do, but I'm going to trust God to do those things that only God can do. You're addicted to alcohol. What you're going to do is you're going to go home, you're going to pour it out. Why? Because that's what you can do. And then 3 days from now, when you feel like you're about to die, you're going to trust God to do what only God can do. Maybe it's cigarettes. Maybe it's cigarettes. Today on your way out, just throw them in the trash. That's what you can do. And then later on, when you're about to die, that's when you're going to trust God to do what only God can do. Maybe it's inappropriate internet activity. Maybe it's you've got the wrong friends leading you in the wrong direction, and you just need to say bye-bye, baby, bye-bye, and cut them loose because they're dragging you down. They're not picking you up. And maybe you're tempted to say this morning, what's the big deal? I've got this or whatever it is. What you do with your issues and your baggage and your addictions can have an incredible impact, not just on you, but your family and generations that come after you. You're not just fighting your demons, you're fighting your family's demons. Almost all of our negative traits, we can almost always look at our parents or our grandparents and we can kind of see where some of these things have come from. When you deal with your issues and addictions, you're making an impact on generations that come after you. You know, when the Pilgrims came over in the Mayflower, I don't know, it wasn't Thanksgiving all the time. I don't know if you know the real story about that, but they suffered and bled and died in terrible, horrible ways. The majority of them did not live to be very old at all. And their mindset was this. Here's what the Pilgrim mindset actually was when they came to the New World. The Pilgrim mindset was, I will die with my face down in the mud of this new world so that my children and my grandchildren can walk over my back to a better life. I would rather die. I want to die face down in the mud so my children and my grandchildren can walk over me to a better life. Some of you need to take your addictions, your baggage, and your issues and lay them down under the feet of Jesus so that your children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren can walk to a better life. You're addicted to something. Maybe you're like, I can live with it, I can handle it. And I'm not just talking about alcohol. I'm talking about anything. It could be just a critical spirit, bitterness, negativity, gossip, temper. I can't control my temper. And you don't deal with it, and you don't deal with it today, you might as well just pass it on down, just hand it down to your children, because they're going to have to fight the same fight that you were too big of a coward to fight for them. Children, you don't get what you want. You get what you are. You as a person, as a believer, are you the person that you want your children to be? Are you the person you want your grandchildren to be? Are you the person you want your great-grandchildren to be? I don't know about you, but as for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. And we're willing to die face down in the mud so that our children and our grandchildren can walk into a better tomorrow than we had. Or just continue the cycle of addiction and baggage and issues. You fight the fight for them. Be a man. Be a woman of God.